Call this meeting to order. Please rise and join us in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, let the roll call show that Eric Spanberg and Eric Mink are absent tonight. And we have Scott on Zoom with us tonight. So we will go right into the spring combination. Pat.
Yeah, if you share dinner. So first off, thanks for everybody that made it here tonight. As you can see, I have a stack. We don't have this many kids here tonight, but there's enough, right? And I want to go through the combination in the achievements that happened this spring. It's pretty cool what happens in our school district and how our kids perform and really show up to do their best. So I'm gonna go through those. I'll just go to the next one, and with you. I'll finally get to your name, come on up, we'll shake hands, go around, shake each one of the board members' hands. Then if I could have you stand on that side for a little bit, and then once everybody's received their certificate, we're gonna have you take a picture with the school board. Start out with, I just want to acknowledge our track and field, the students and athletes that did well. We have Hayden Alperness, is that right? Hayden, not yet, I'll get you up here in just a second, I'm just gonna talk about you first. Pole vaulter, first in sections and 13th at state, so congratulations on that. John and Carmen and Pedro don't, you get in trouble for pronouncing it wrong, but I'm gonna do my best. John, the Vizio.
Yep, pretty close.
Seeing. And now your turn. But John's long jump at sections qualified him for state, and he got 26 at state. So congratulations to you. At golf, we had a ninth grader, Sebastian Trulio. He took 5th at sections, and he got 60th out of 88 athletes at state in golf. Keep moving down. Oh, and I should probably, because some coaches are here, acknowledge our track coaches are Tom Osrud, is our head coach. Pedro, and I'm not gonna say the last name, Pedro. Okay, is our jumps coach, and Sean is our pole vault coach. So, great coaching and great athletes. In our golf team, we have Derek Hasselberg as a head coach, John Glorge as assistant, and Jackie Helswap as an assistant, and Duke Sternquist as an assistant. Adaptive bowling. We had one student that qualified at state, and it's Jameson Paschal, 7th grader, and he is qualified in boys ASB singles and placed 13th place in bowling. We also had a Maximus Elwood that was also named all-state bowler, and the head coach there is Sabrina Schilder and Grace Zermian. And clay target. This one's a little waiting yet. We have one that has qualified for state as an individual, and that's Berkeley Bishman. And we know that the team will know if the team qualifies on the 22nd of this month. And then the tournament is actually the 26th of this month, so we'll find out then if they make it there. And now I have a long list of FFA, so hang tight on this one. This will take a little bit of a while. We have many of our students made it to the state for FFA, and I'm going to go through their judging in their areas that they were in, and then how they placed that they placed. So in livestock judging, we had Brooke Morrow, Callie Obstall, Eli Castellan, and Olivia Orton, and they placed 45th individual, or no, Brooke placed 45th individually in the livestock judging. In poultry, we had Ariana Townsend, Annabelle Strew, Abby Holke, Nathan Keezer. And they did not have a placement there, but made it to state. Fish and Wildlife, we had Kason Nelson, Owen Oswald, Simon Starkey, and Carter Johnson. And the team placed 12th and Simon placed 20th individually. Floral, we had Morgan Morrow, Ava Witt, Elsa Storbakken, and Lily Gibbs, and Morgan placed 10th individually. The egg mechanics, we had Colton Opsal, John Oswald, and Clayton Campa, and they placed 27th as a team. The nursery landscape, Sven Storbakken, Reese Bishman, Chloe Rooney, and Elsie Hill, and Sven placed 29th individually. In soils, Emma Pemberton and Kylie King, and they placed 112th and 113th respectively. And then in farm business management, we had Peter Bordeaux, and he placed 66th. In horse judging, we had Clara Haas, and she placed 19th. In forestry, we had Nick Himish, Jack Cole, and Elizabeth Finke, and they placed 8th. And Nick Himish placed 5th individually. And voting delegates were Kaylee Wood and Sophia Lindgren. And then in FFA band and choir, we had Laura Cole, Madison Kruger, Elsa Storbakken, Sven Storbakken, Elsie Hill, Kaylee Wood, Lily Gibbs, and Jack Cole. And then for the Region 4 Star and Agribusiness finalists, Morgan Morrow for her floral and horticultural project. In Models of Innovation Awards, top 3 of our, so as it must have been as a school, we got the Model of Innovation Award, top 3 of our friendship giving activities made it. Land of Service Award, Princeton placed 2nd in the state for the most amount of community service. What a great one to have for that. And then National Chapter Awards, we got a Gold Award for our chapter. And then for FFA state degrees, we had Sven Storbakken and Morgan Morrow, where less than 10% of the Minnesota members achieved this, and they both achieved the state degree. And then lastly, Sven Storbakken received a scholarship from FFA. So for all those accomplishments, let's give a hand for. And I know I mispronounced something, so hang on.
We do have the track coach, Scott Molman is here.
Okay, that wasn't mentioned in this book. Yeah, no,
Thank you.
and you will know more later, right?
Yeah, we'll know on Monday.
Yeah, and is that all because of scoring, right? The scoring is not.
Yeah, there's like a sections tournament. It's the largest tournament in the world for shotgun shooting, and an approximation of the top 40 teams in that tournament advance. I fully expect that we'll be advancing again this year.
Wow, that's
That'll
fantastic.
be our 4th year in a row, Bert. Is that correct?
Something like that. And this year it's the top 3 in each conference.
Yes, yeah, top 3 in each conference. We've never not been the top 3 in our conference, so we'll be there.
That is fantastic, so thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for the update. So, for those that are here, Hayden Alfernus, come on up and get your certificate. Now we get it, Hayden. Great job, Walton. Yeah, but we're not shake hands and stand on the other side if you would. John Belvizio Seagrave. Want to get closer? Now you say it, John.
Yes, also got it.
That was fast. But congratulations, John. We have Santiago Trujillo. Right here. Berkeley Bishman. Berkeley, you carrying the team? Is that why you keep winning?
One of many.
What a minute.
Very talented team.
Yeah, sounds like it. Jameson Pascal. Now we got a lot of the FFA here. Reese Fishman. She just looked through and see if I can recognize. Jack here. Who else is here from FFA? What's the name?
Clay.
Okay. Is that all we have for FFA here right now? All right, why don't we just have Clay and Jack come up? Well, you don't have to listen to me too. There's Peters again. Give that to Mom. Hey, I'm gonna find out here.
It's fun to listen to you try and say.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
And we're just grateful it's not us.
Yes.
She's gonna come good.
Yeah, I'll get your sisters here.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah.
Here you go, Jack. And what's the name again?
Clayton Campbell.
Tampa. Should be right in here then. Maybe you should go.
Camp with a K.
There you go. Congratulations, Clayton. Jack. Now from the stack, we only had 5. Hey, but this many we have,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
any coaches here, I think you should come up to. Parents, I don't care.
Gotta stand by our.
Get some folks out here. Let's go around here by the, where's the lights in the background, guys.
And we got some bikes right in the way.
Yeah. They get the camera.
I'm not afflicted by that.
You know, it's really interesting because normally we have the 2 Erics and we have a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't be in the reading.
Stagger.
As we.
Is that okay there, guys?
Yeah, except they're missing one guy.
Oh.
You.
He's having I stand next to each other so well. I'm gonna stand next to you.
Mr. Rodriguez, did I hear you tonight, right? You can step down this side too. Thank you very much for your time.
Yes.
Lots of years.
Well, we appreciate all your great talents and we appreciate you coming tonight. 'Cause we know it's a nice summer night.
Yeah, thanks for putting.
And good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck with the next tournament.
Yeah,
The
thanks.
26th, right?
Yeah, we'll shoot on Monday. That's the sections shoot it and then state tournament. He'll be shooting on the 26th for individuals and the team will be shooting likely on the 26th as well.
And I know, you know, trap is sometimes you get to just shoot and score from your own home area, but on when you go to state, do you go to a place now?
We go to a place, yes.
Is that at the Alexandria or is
So
it?
Alexandria is like the championship, which is the equivalent of sections.
Right.
And then the state tournament is in Prior Lake.
Oh, Fire Lake,
In
yeah.
Berkeley, are you going to Michigan?
Yeah, I'll be in
Yes,
Michigan.
yeah. Berkeley's also one of 7 athletes on our team representing us at the national championship as well, which he's done for a while, so. Gonna be a great offseason.
Estimated 2 years ago too.
Yes, yep. His brother is also represented the team at state and national, so.
So just kind of just from my knowledge, how's this work? You know, I'm imagining you don't miss much. So when you hit every target and somebody else hits every target, how's that happen?
You, so for like making it to state is your average. So I finished with 24.2. In the top 100, go to state, and I was number 34,
Mhm.
24.2. But other shoots, like we just had one on Saturday. 3 kids shot 97s, and that was the highest score, and they all 3 shot off. They just shoot another
So they have a
round.
shoot off.
You just keep
Oh.
shooting.
Whoever
Yeah.
doesn't miss.
And so in one round, for a competition, it's 100.
Correct, yep.
And
You
then
won a full.
Yeah,
round,
full round,
Full
yeah,
round.
4 rounds of 25.
four,
So
four,
24.2 of
I've
25.
been to them and I've watched them,
Oh, yeah.
but I've just not understood how that final score goes.
Yeah, yeah.
When you get to your level, I'm sure there's a few others that are close to you and it's like.
Yeah, at Prior Lake for individuals, there's usually a 1, 2, 300 straight shots. So
And that'll be a shoot off then.
they shoot off that nationals. I didn't go last year, but the year before I went, there was, I think, close to 300 straights, and they all shot, and like 10 kids just didn't miss. So they
Yeah.
went back yardage and went back.
They shoot from farther
Oh,
and farther.
no kidding.
Still got to 1.
Yeah.
It's a big, long ordeal.
No kidding, that's challenging. I have to back up. Back up.
And the wind.
Yeah, no wind.
Whoever, if they don't make it, it's.
It's kind of like a jump off or pole vault or high jump or, you know.
And I was just asking Mr. Oster, because I heard he retired as the head coach after 32 years.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thanks, Sue.
Thank you.
Gotta be the longest tenured coach at the district presently, right? Until then, you don't know?
I trust that you left it in good hands.
It's gotta be one of them.
I know,
Yeah.
You were head coach for all 32?
No,
Oh,
21.
21. That's still big.
Hollywood has stopped
We've got
Rehnquist
some-
been on the football team.
That's
Good
the next
longevity.
question, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
captain, some assistant coaches that aren't hardly 21 years old.
Scott Walquist has to be up there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, congrats. Thanks for coming
Thank
in.
you all.
Yeah. Good luck again.
Thanks, everybody. I haven't done a post yet, but it's really, but we must have.
Roland got second. Wind was horrible.
I know. Yeah. All of a sudden, it was two guys, and then all of a sudden it just stopped.
Because the past 4 years, it's been either 99 or 100, that wins this year, 97. Wind is real.
Yeah.
Roland thought he got second. Wasn't there 3 people?
There were 3 and there was, error in scoring. One really should have been first.
Really?
Yes, the person who scored it.
Yeah.
Mark one that was lost, and couldn't hear me because we got.
Yeah.
And then at the ceremony, they gave him a prize.
Good luck, you knowledge.
And now. And
Yeah, so it should be.
there's nothing.
I
He's a junior.
even know if
I think the team won like what?
I don't know.
Second place for varsity, but that was like JV was the 403. But,
Yeah,
it was, we won pretty.
I wanted to see, we had a wedding that night.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, the wind, I didn't, the wind was so.
No, it's conditions were terrible.
I don't know how Roland did it.
I don't either.
But it was good practice.
It was excellent practice, yeah, because now we're ready. Cause it won't be that bad on Monday.
that wind better not be there.
No one we shoot on Monday?
Yes.
Early?
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, great. Keep up the good work.
Yes. Yeah, we should. Okay, so.
All right, we have any citizen comments today, before we will move on
No
to
wind.
board member committee reports, and please start with you.
Alrighty, attended, graduation, agenda planning, had policy before tonight. I attended a resource and training solutions finance committee meeting, end of the year breakfast recognition. Oh, yeah. Is that what we call, is there?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And then I had a resource meeting, board meeting, so.
All right. Melissa?
I did graduation and the breakfast on Friday and that's it.
Jen?
Yeah, graduation, breakfast and policy, committee just before this.
All right. Scott, how about you?
I had policy just before this.
How's New Mexico?
It's still here. It's very dry and sunny.
Dry and sunny. Well, sounds beautiful. Yes, it does. I had agenda planning and then, graduation and the breakfast also, so. We have no student council tonight, so we will move on to superintendent report. Pat?
Yeah, since it's been a little bit since we met, there's been a few things going on. I'm going to take this sheet and summarize it a little quicker since it's a short group here and not as many people. One to begin with, just so everybody knows, we are rolling out the new version of Skyward this fall. And there's been a lot of training and getting preparation, and I'll give a little kudos to, my assistant Emily and Jackie in the office, and I know Sonia's been working on it, and I think, Jason Webb, they've been kind of the lead. So it's a big project, and we believe we're gonna be ready. We'll find out, right? But sounds like it's gonna be a really nice upgrade for us. So just so you know that that's coming. I had pretty much a lot of our regular meetings here in the last month, just kind of a lot of them were end of the year things. Went to I think I have 6 different types of graduations that I went to. In that last week or two, everybody seems to celebrate whoever they have at that age level to graduate. Also, a lot of end of the year fun activities in the schools, send offs. It's fun to see the seniors go through. It's fun to see the teachers waving the little kids when the buses leave, all that kind of stuff. So that was always good. Retirement gatherings, that was fun to see a lot of those. Plus we had that, like you said, the PEA did their breakfast one, which is really well done. A little longer this time, I think they said than normal, but some entertainment, I guess. Some other just quick highlights. Mille Lacs County had a meeting with them. It's kind of a social service group, and they talk about the funding from this county and what they can still continue, the programs continue. But one of the things that we're gonna do this summer, and it's a little because we had some of the community outreach grant money remaining. We see something that is kind of alarming for all of us and not really comfortable for all of us, and that's our attendance. And so we're gonna do an attendance campaign, and they were helpful up there with giving some strategies and ideas from Mille Lacs County and how they can help. We just feel that, one, we need our students coming to school more often, where our percentage is, the state always categorizes what percent of your students show up 90% of the time or more? And the percentage of our students district-wide from last year, we don't have this year's data, but from the year before, was 64%.
Does that calculate like sick days and everything goes into the mist, or
Right.
those
Yeah.
don't count?
No, they got, so if they're excused
So
absence, they still count as
Towards
being
the-
gone.
oh.
So 64%
Showed up
show up
90%.
90% of the time.
But
Yeah.
do we set ourselves up by not having a spring break and encouraging them to take their time?
Maybe, I think there's a lot of things we set ourselves up with. And
That would be a very, our attendance is poor.
the other one is our high school was at 46%, only
Yeah.
46% showed up 90% of the time.
I was just curious about the, like, my son has an appointment that he leaves for.
Right.
Maybe
Once a
they
week.
need to talk about the incentive they used to have.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Nope.
Oh, Michelle was here when we had that.
Which, in our campaign, we'll be doing some interviews, and some of you might be called to do some interviewing on why it's important to be at school. So we know there's some targeted audience, our students, our parents, because our parents will write notes for things that they know they're not going to the dentist, but they'll be playing golf, but they'll still write the note. So we know that those things are happening. So it's like, how do we make school important to be there every day? We know from our staff, we want to make sure that the students see that they need to be at school or they're going to be missing out on something. We know that even our staff attendance, if they're at school, our kids are going to be wanting to be there for our staff. So there's a whole campaign that we're putting together, and then you'll see that roll out here this fall. We really want to encourage our attendance to improve. We feel that teachers and students coming to school all the time will help our academics and maybe our test scores and so on. So it could be all connected. So that it's a big factor. So we're gonna be going after
That
that.
might be something too, like, for the school, like if the public engagement committee can somehow help.
Yeah, that'd be
with
perfect.
that. I
Yeah.
don't,
Yeah.
I
That'd be
don't know, if
perfect.
we.
Yeah.
we do that on our.
Yeah, it seemed like before COVID, you just didn't miss school because school was important and need to be
Right.
there. And after COVID, they just found that maybe I don't have to go to school all the time. And that's been a pattern for some families.
So how does it work with, like college days? Cause kids go visit colleges, or they leave for a track meet or
No, you bring up a
Those
great
items
point on.
are those
Cause
counted in?
one of the things we said is how are we reporting it to the state? And we wanna make sure that if it's a school reason for being gone, a field trip or a athletic or a, FFA conference or whatever it is. That's a school event. It shouldn't be counted against that 90%. And if we're coding it wrong, then we need to straighten that out. So that's one of the things we're. Yeah, no, so we'll see. This is kind of we don't wanna offend people, but at the same time, we want kids to be there and we want staff to be there. So,
It's a good project.
yeah, so that'll be happening. But yeah, a lot of other things, FFA banquet, that was great. Jason and I did a lot of years of service presentations. That was really good for that. Met with Flight Expo, they're doing another grant that's trying to bring in more instructors and get more kids involved, so that's good. What else on here that I kind of clean up, so, you know, sports, I've made a lot of activities at the end of the year. We had a really good admin meeting a week from today. Kind of the end of the year wrap up, and it's about a 6 hour meeting, 6, 7 hour meeting. And a lot of great dialogue of how do we get better, what else do we do, those kind of conversations. And we're gonna do some really good, kind of, I don't know, almost wanna call it heavy, but needed goal setting in August when we meet as a team again like that. We'll have another 6 to 8 hour day where everybody's to come in with the ideas that we need to do to improve our school, and set goals. I rolled out kind of a new goal sheet template that makes it accountable versus just an idea that, okay, when are you doing it? How are you doing it? What do you need to get it done? And now let's check it. Let's see if you're making it, and why not? And if you need some more help, let's get it there. So, really feel like, and it took that information really well and said, yeah, let's make this actionable, so we actually move our district along, if you will. So, pretty excited about how that turned out. Right, and I know Lisa and I and Jessica met quite a few times to make sure that we had that right where we wanted. And kind of on top of that, the four, I call the exec team, Michelle and Jason and Jessica and I have talked about doing our admin PLC where it's meaningful there too, where you get skills that are being taught that can help our administrators be stronger there. So, we're feeling good about that too. So, as that develops. Lastly, probably just, then I'm meeting right now with individual evals and kind of talking about where they need to get better. So, and their celebration, their accomplishments too. And then there's something you might have heard about, and I just want to kind of clear the air on this one, but, there's some squabble, if you will, on, Mark Park and the fields and the contract with them and how it's working and so on. And, what we're finding out is that there's an organization, at least I'm finding out, I'm new, so I'm finding this out. That was developed many years ago to help fix up Solheim Veteran Field, and they're called the Solheim Association, and they take care of the field. And we paid them, the Legion team pays them, other people, teams pay them to help keep up the field, even though it's city property. And so when we wrote our new agreement with the city that said, we'll pay you to take care of all the fields up there and give you a little extra so that you can make the enhancements and the improvements needed. And then our contract's set and we're done. Well, what happened was that somehow our check that was going to Solheim wasn't being filtered through the city, it just went to Solheim, so they didn't know we were sending them a $5,000 check, so the squabble is, we're no longer giving Solheim 5,000, well, we're giving the city 25,000. That 25,000, that's supposed to go back to, fixing up, whoever, it doesn't have to be Solheim, but whoever's supposed to be fixing up, that's for you to fix up the fields. I talked to Michelle today about it, she feels the same way, the contract is set and she understands how we wrote the contract, and she said, I just need contracts with everybody that uses our property. We can't just have it being, kind of free for everybody to figure out how they want to manage it, where it should be managed through the city. So I think her and I had a really good conversation that way, and she's gonna do a little work on that. But in the backside of it, there's people saying, oh, the city's not doing their thing and the school's not doing their thing and they're not supporting us. And well, I think city and the school are both supporting everybody that's helping out. It's just maybe not perceived that way. So if you hear anything, we're following our contract. It's set in a really good place, so we'll just keep it there. But, and my last thing I would say is graduation was great. Everybody was dressed up, everybody looked good. Kids did great, so.
Good weather, once a
Good
year.
weather, yeah. Yeah. Oh, no, it's a good end of the year. It's really, just wanna, if anybody does watch or listen, staff, students, and everybody that worked hard this year, just want to thank everybody for everything they did. Thank the board for all the support so we can run a good school system.
Thank you. All right, we will move on to item number 7, approve the agenda. Is there a motion to approve the agenda as presented?
So
Second.
Motion's been made by Don, seconded by Melissa. Any comments or questions on the agenda? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, agenda is approved. Item number 8, discuss and act on previous board meeting minutes. Is there a motion to approve the minutes from May 19th, 2026 as presented?
So moved, Melissa.
Motion's been made by Melissa. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Jen. Any comments or questions on the minutes? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, minutes are approved. Item number 9, consent agenda. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented?
So moved.
Is it Jen?
Jen.
Motion's been made by Jen. Is there a second?
second.
Second by Don. Any comments or questions?
I would like to mention on the personnel report, we were able to bring back the 2 staff members that were placed on unrequested leave due to a late retirement and then a grant funding that we were able to get for another position. So both of those, well, actually all of the staff members that we had are back as staff members for Princeton. So,
And we had a late resignation.
yes.
One of them that happened to be here today.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that's good. All right, any other questions or comments on the consent? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, consent agenda is approved. Item number 10, resolution for acceptance of gifts. Is there a motion to accept the resolution for the acceptance of gifts as presented?
So moved, Melissa.
Motion's been made by Melissa. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Jen. Any comments or questions?
Just want to acknowledge the estate of Catherine Carpenter for the donation to the agriculture and nursing program at the high school. That is a crazy amount of donation, and that is such an important thing for this area,
Very
especially.
needed.
Yeah, so needed. So I just want to make sure we acknowledge that.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible when you get, you know, a 6-figure donation, you know, from the estate. So obviously, Catherine or Kathy Carpenter had a good experience here and wanted to give back. So that's pretty fantastic.
Yes. Any other comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? All right, gifts are approved. Our only information item tonight is a first reading of a policy. Usually we have a.
Yep, on this one, it's, 599. Policy has just a couple questions, but we gotta keep this one moving. So once we get clarifications, that can be emailed out and, cause it's gotta be in place by August 1st. So,
Oh,
well,
okay.
it still has to move forward
Okay,
in July, so.
all right. Any questions for the policy committee on that one? You will see it again, in July. All right, we'll move on to our first action item, our Iowa resolution.
I move to accept the resolution naming Patrick Devine to act as the identified official of authority for Princeton Public Schools and naming Emily McKinnon as proxy IOWA as presented.
All right, motion's been made by Melissa. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Jen. Any comments or questions on this? Hearing none, I guess that's a resolution, so let's vote by roll call. We'll start with Scott.
Yes.
Don?
Yes.
Yes. Melissa?
Yes.
Jen?
Yes.
All right, that passes. We'll go on to 12B, recertification of census. Is there a motion to accept the resolution recertifying the census of Princeton Public Schools as presented?
So moved.
Motion made by Jen. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Melissa. Any comments or questions on that? It looked like our census number at least went up.
Thousand or
That's
something.
why we're redoing it.
Hey,
Good idea. Any other comments? We'll vote by roll call on this one too, and we'll start with Don.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Melissa? Jen?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
All right, that is approved. Item 12C. Filing for election is upon us, almost already. Is there a motion to accept, the resolution as presented? Or I guess it's a notice.
So moved.
Motion's been made by Don. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Jen. Any comments or questions on that? All right, hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, filing dates are set, July 14th through July 28th. Item 12D, Community Education Agreement. Is there a motion to accept the Community Education Agreement as presented?
So moved, Melissa.
Motion's been made by Melissa. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Don. Any comments or questions?
So this, we do this every 2 years, usually after our paraprofessionals have settled their
Yeah.
contract. It's the community ed side of it, and so all of these then align to those similar paraprofessional positions or salary amounts. And so that's why this is coming before you today.
Okay. Any questions for Jason on that? All right, hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, that agreement is approved. Item 12E, 2026-2027 budget.
We are. There's some minimal changes since May in long-term facility maintenance. We added, it's not really an add, but it wasn't on the original approval list. There's some stage doors, the old stage, there's doors, those doors are not good. We were going to try and use our shop classes that did not work out, so we will be moving forward with one of our vendors that we use all the time. Operating capital, that had a couple changes and decisions made. We wall being built to the ceiling at the ALC came in really reasonable, so that allowed us to move those funds to the van. And instead of purchasing one, we will purchase two. And then we decided to lease the Cromer for the first 3 years before. Because they keep up with all of the updates to it, plus it includes $1,500 worth of paint in there. So compensatory is not necessarily our compensatory for this year. For 26-27, because we need everybody in their spots before we can make those final decisions, so that's updated at revised budget time. Staff development and QComp are the same plans that we have put forth the last couple of years. Program initiatives is good. We are looking at math curriculum. We will be piloting most of it this year and purchasing the next. Activity is the same, and the unassigned category, there were no changes to that, so we're at that negative, just short of a 1.1 million. I didn't bring it up. Food service, no changes. Community ed, no changes. Building construction, no changes. And well, that's where the doors are, I believe, is in Fund 6. And then the debt service fund. So everything is ready to rock and roll. All right, we're 26, 27.
Thank you.
Is there a motion to accept the 26-27 budget as presented?
So,
Motion's been made by Jen. Is there a second?
Second. I was trying to give Scott a chance, to participate and.
Second by Melissa. Any questions for Michelle? All right, hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Budget is approved. Our last item tonight is the principal contract.
So.
There's.
Present first or not, present first.
Well, there wasn't anything attached.
No, there wasn't. So, I am actually very pleased. Michelle and I have been, and Pat actually, jumped in on the principal contracts. And we were able to, get a agreement put in place. 8.5% is the total package, so very similar to our other units. Their salary increase and their health insurance aligned with the other units. No major language changes in the contract. So it feels really good to present this to you tonight because this will conclude our 25 through 27 contracts.
Okay.
And then we're already starting on our 26, 28 contracts with food service. We have actually our second meeting coming up, tomorrow. So tonight I'm presenting to you the principal contract for approval. It is a total package of 8.5%.
Is there a motion to accept the 2025-2027 principal contract as presented?
So moved.
Motion's been made by Scott. Is there a second?
Second, Melissa.
Second by Melissa. Any comments or questions on that? All right, hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, contract is approved. We have no additions. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
I'm taking that one, John.
Second by Don. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.
Hi, Scott.
Take care, Scott.
Thank you all.
Scott.